What's up, guys? This is the very first podcast, and I have two of my closest friends with me right now. What the fuck?
Intro on point. Intro on point.
Crazy.
A few moments later.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is our very first podcast. I have my closest friends over here, Deepesh and Roshan.
What's up?
And
So
yeah,
we're going to
crush.
talk about how we've evolved over the time
You are
since
man
we joined
crush.
the college and how we've ended up kind of pursuing what we love. Like how has Roshan finally ended up at a place where he's pursuing things that he really likes, that is music and acting and
Yeah.
everything. How I am pursuing things that I really like. I'm the director general, and along with that, I'm pursuing Unicom, which is like teaching people how to do public speaking. And now Ishwar has finally reached a place where he's a protester against slavery, and then he's pursuing that ahead with his movements and everything. So अच्छा ये तो बता, how did you start playing the ukulele? मतलब ऐसे चालू कैसे किया तेरा?
Oh, damn. Actually, it was very unexpected. I never wanted to learn it. It was just one of my really close friends. He bought over a guitar and a ukulele. And he gave me the ukulele because I wanted to learn the guitar. So he told me first get used to holding the ukulele and playing it and all that. And if that becomes easy, then you can learn the guitar. So I was like, cool. After some time, he took the guitar and went home and he forgot the ukulele in my place. So I think I was so bored that the whole day I just kept going on Google and YouTube and trying to finalize the ukulele and learn it. So by the time he came back the next day, he tried to teach me the guitar, but I just kept playing the ukulele. And I'm like, forget it, no more guitar. I'm fine with this.
तेरे को लड़की पटाने के लिए ukulele गिटार सीखना था.
Exactly.
Told ya.
but that's the thing with ukulele, na? You just get hooked onto it because it's kind of easy at the same time.
Yeah, it's very
Compared to the
Reached a place where now you finally are doing something in college that you really like, considering the fact that when all of us were in first year में सब लोग clueless होते हैं, हमको पता नहीं होता कि college में क्या होगा, हमको कैसे करना है, how will our passion be managed with the struggles that come with coding or let's say mechanical engineering or biology or chemical mixing, whatever Ishwar does.
This is a question for Roshan or me.
No, it's a question for Roshan. It's a roast for you question for Roshan.
Oh, well, I think the biggest problem in first year, talking about music especially, the biggest problem in first year was in the music room, you'd barely get a chance because the seniors would just hog the time away. So,
तेरे को पता
very
है
rarely
seniors
do you
भी
see
देखेंगे
a
ये.
first
Yeah,
year.
that is
Well, I'm not
old
wrong.
music room, right? Wherein the one that we had in the academic one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one, I'm technically already a senior, so nobody can overrule me here. But when I was in first year in the old academic wing, when we had the music room, it was always filled with seniors. And even if you just go to sing, you're just sitting in the corner, singing on your own. You're never going to get the mic. Don't even think about it.
I met Ishwar in the gym. So I went to the gym for 3 complete weeks, which I categorize as
Damn.
one.
That's not how we met. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you how we met. The very first time I met you was during the Protsan pre-event.
I don't
And
even
you
know.
were conducting that. I don't know. You were conducting some game or something like that.
Arey, I'll tell
I
you.
like how
there was
Dipesh
this-
went, I don't even know.
there
That was the
this
first
game.
time I saw him. That was the
There
first time I
this
saw him,
game.
and then I guess when Dhananjay was leaving, the day Dhananjay left, he was there in
Yeah.
Aditi with few of his friends. It was the second time I met Deepesh. The third time was at the gym. And I guess I went up to Deepesh and I was telling him how to do bench press or something. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah. Funny fact, I
Deepesh was
never,
like,
randomly
"Who
this
the
guy
hell
comes.
is this guy?"
funny fact, I never did bench press in the gym. Never.
Wasn't I don't remember exactly. Was it bench press or leg press? I don't
It was
remember.
the leg press. It was the leg press. Doing the leg press.
Yeah, leg press.
He came up to me.
I was
He's
gonna-
like, "You need to split your legs a bit more." Man, hey, that is not the advice you give to any guy.
Hey, I never said split your legs a bit more. I would have never
You just
said
said you have to
that.
split your legs a bit more. And
That
I
is
thought
so
you-
weird.
Exactly. Yeah, but that is what you did.
Let's move on with this. Let's just move on with this. Okay, Deepesh, how do you think you have evolved over the time since the first year?
When I came to college now, I was this guy who was very confident and I was really interested in public speaking and everything. It was my jam that time because school mein I had been debating and speaking and delivering speeches all the time. It was fun to me. Like I like being on the stage. I like interacting with the crowd. I liked anchoring. I liked everything sorts of that. So when I came to college, all my ambitions crashed down in a millisecond. But then a couple of my friends started this thing in college called Unicom, which was basically everything that I had learned over the last 2 years in my school. That is public speaking and delivery, confidence, personality development, all of that shit. So that is something
And
that
you're
I've
a damn
learned.
good mentor.
Yeah, he is.
Hashtag
He's a very-
mentee over here.
Guys, I was like
Ex-mentee.
to all the viewers, this was directly recorded. I haven't paid them any amount to say that I'm a good mentor. You can contact my people at
Yeah, he
Unicom.
hasn't. He hasn't paid us. He hasn't paid us. I'll take the payment by tomorrow.
Yeah, he hasn't. He hasn't.
I haven't paid. If Unicom hadn't been there, I would not have had the opportunity to grow as much as I have as a speaker, as a person in general. Because knowing to speak is one thing. Like you know how to speak, you know how to handle the crowd and everything. Teaching someone who has zero idea about this, and making them reach the level where you are, that is where the real game kicks in. And that comes with every part of teaching.
Yeah.
Comes with every part of
Teaching is harder. Like
Exactly.
you might know how to do it, but teaching is so much harder.
Roshan, why
And to
did
be
you
honest,
leave
I've seen
Unicom?
some of his sessions wherein
Huh?
Wait, Ishwar is praising me. Ruk jana.
I'm not praising you. I'm just telling you that I've seen one of your sessions wherein it's kind of difficult to like. I've seen children. I've seen first years wherein they really don't know anything, but then, like, no offense to anyone, but it is a humongous task to get people to like get them speaking in front of a crowd. And I guess hats off to you because you've actually done that. And I've had some of my close friends, in your what do they
A
call
lot of your
it? In
friends
your
have been in
group.
my group personally. Like I've personally mentored them. तेरे काफी दोस्तों को
Yeah,
मैंने
exactly.
बहुत
And
personally mentor किया.
they have appreciated you in a very good manner. I guess it's kudos to you, right?
Again, guys, no payment was sent to either of them before the podcast. Neither will it be sent after the podcast. Just like confirmation again.
Oh, it will be. It's
About
the whole campus
freshers.
was to us. It was just pharmacy students. So we had our freshers like inside a month or something like that. And I guess that's where people realize that I have this thing to go up on stage and make a speech in front of people, and kind of appreciated me in that sense. But then certain things happened that I really can't talk about in my branch, and I was a secluded person after those incidents. And I don't know, I guess that is one of the main reasons why I evolved so much, because I got to meet people like you, because I just realized that I can't just stick to a set of people wherein I really don't get any importance. So I just started mingling with, the engineering crowd, and I discovered a lot of other committees such as NMMAN, NM DevSoc,
And
or any of that sort, and I just NMMAN is right. So
we stuck together throughout the whole process. After that, we got to know each other pretty well. It was after that debate that we got to know each other, you and me.
Oh, okay.
That was the time when we became close.
Dipesh expression on point. Is it seriously okay?
So how did it feel finally after like being a part of NMN for 2 years and then finally becoming the DSG? How did it feel? How was the entire experience for you when you were told that
there's
you were
this
the
huge
DSG?
difference between being a member of OC and being a member of the Secretariat. That's that for sure. And the whole experience is just so surreal. Like, it hasn't hit me, to be honest. Like, the day when they announced it, right? I guess I was in the lab, and Lilani and Unnati came up. They were like supposed to be there in the amphi. I was like, I just can't leave the lab because it's kind of important, right? We have marking based on that. So it just somehow spoke to the faculty, got me out of the lab. And then right there, I was just so nervous because I thought I'm not going to make it. It's like everyone thought that, because there was just so many people, like what, 35 fucking people right there.
All
Nobody
of which
thought they
I
were
guess
going to make
interviewed
it
for
to
the
the
DG
sec, right?
position only.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone.
Everyone wanted to be a DJ.
I was like, out of 35, I'm asking, tera kaun sa? Like, DG, 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 DG. Like, fuck.
And then you guys met me. You were like, "Yahan bet, madachod." And then I guess,
Detail on point.
yeah,
He's imitating somebody.
very specific, so precise. So what happened was that
He's my best friend. Yeah,
Bobby had this.
Beside me.
Bobby had this proud father's look on him when he just announced who the DSC is. And I was like, that meant a lot to me. And after that, I think right after that it was you. And how do you feel? How do you feel being the DJ? How do you?
देखो पता है ये क्वेश्चन मेरे से देविका ने भी पूछा है ये क्वेश्चन मेरे से बहुत सारे लोग मेरी मम्मी ने भी पूछा है कि how does it feel that now you are the DG and it's like I don't know. I still remember, like Roshan, do you remember when you came to congratulate me after being the DG? You came, like a lot of people
Oh
told.
God.
When you
Yeah. It was supposed to be like a big thing, right? And then I go to this guy and
People
I'm
thought
like,
you didn't give a shit about
congratulations.
us.
Yeah, I want congratulations. And he's like, yeah, it's cool. Let's go get something to eat.
I remember that.
Away because it's like I wanted to be the DG since 2 years. Okay, ever since I saw Rathore sir, then I saw Anushka, and there was this feeling कि यार ये accomplish करना है एक बार ऐसा वो वाला था. And when it finally happened, it was like, okay, cool.
I feel so amazing when people literally chant for you, like DG. I guess that must be.
I don't think
Really?
my secretariat will ever do that. Considering the
I will
fact
do
that
that.
Corona.
I don't think we have the chance to do it.
No, but
There's a
it's
difference.
it's majorly done in the OCNs and the
Yeah.
orientation.
There's a chant for DSGs also, by the way.
Yeah. In the start, it did not hit me because it was just that moment. It did not hit me at all. And then we continued. Then we continued that, and we took the directorate interviews. Then we did a lot of things, and then everything. And now also we are working almost every day for several things happening in the sec, and it still hasn't hit me. Makes me feel like I am more of an organizing committee member than ever before because I'm still doing. It feels like first year because we are doing a lot of work on a daily basis. It just feels like we are. मतलब कैसा भी लगता नहीं है ना यार ये इसकी सेक है ऐसा लगता है कि अपन भी ओसी मेंबर ही है.
That is so true, to be honest.
That is so true.
Even a second from us, please.
All right. Coming back to the topic, the second thing we wanted to talk about was how does it finally feel to reach a place in our college life where we can get up every morning knowing that our studies are going great, we are able to manage with the academics, and then also after college we are able to do something that we really, really enjoy doing. So Roshan, what do you think about that? How does it feel to like after like you wake up every day and it's like, yeah, I have to just sing and act and it's very fun.
In the music world, actually, it's even worse because there is position in the music room.
Exactly.
So there, it's never like you're important, you're not, you're higher, you're lower. But I feel so. I think the biggest achievement was, oh yeah, of course, he's amazing. My biggest achievement was when Garud sir came to the music room in second year after he passed out. He was actually some problem with Protsahan in which they were like most people cannot perform. So my name was actually in that list of, not so certain whether he can perform or not. Garud sir came in and he's like, I don't care if anyone else is singing, Roshan is singing. If he's not singing, I'll close Protsahan. I'm like, oh, that's where I feel I hit the milestone when it came to music. That's why I think everything's serious when it comes to music. And even in Protsahan, what I was actually going to sing was a song which he told me to sing. Because I'm always blank. When someone's like, sing a song, I'm like, I don't know what I'll sing.
But I guess that's right. That's true with everyone, right? It's more than the position that you achieve. It's about how much of an impact you make on a person. Like for me, it was a couple of people. Like I told you, Pablo, like that guy mattered a lot to me. And I want to make a good impression for him. Because even DP should have a role model for that sense.
For me, it is.
Isn't that true?
For me, it has always been Amam sir. Matlab, not because I like football or anything. Not because that way. Matlab, I like football, but not because of
that
football.
guy is a gem of a
उन्होंने हमेशा support किया है. पता है, literally. Even during like this semester when a lot of things were not going right, you both know it. Like Ishwar and Roshan, you both know it. That in this semester, a lot of things were not going right. and a lot of things were like falling apart. All of the events and all of those friendships and education and everything. So he has been there, man. Like literally, रात को 10, 11, 1 बजे तक वो मेरे साथ चाय लेके बैठते थे, and we used to talk about a lot of things. अच्छा लगा यार. इसलिए when I became the DG, there was this thing when everyone was appointed as the new secretariat, everyone was going ahead and giving them speeches and everything. So when my turn came, I just went and said कि everyone has said कि अच्छा event होगा. I just want to thank some specific people because of whom I'm here. So I specifically thank कि सबसे पहले तो Amam sir. And he was like, the good thing was because Protsahan का pre-event था, the entire logistics team was there, and so he was there as well. That was a good thing. Yeah, I felt really nice.
Hey, you thanked me too.
Did I thank you?
Yeah.
The fish be like, damn, did I?
I don't know.
And
Who's
you were
taking the
like,
speech?
I talked about Amam sir, I talked about Deepak sir, Surana sir, I talked about Anushka and Devika, and I talked about you. Did I talk about you? Oh yeah, I talked about it.
Yes, asshole.
Because he's my best friend and I'm a decent person. He did not. He just went up there. He's like, I thank Bhavya and I thank Lilani, and yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do an amazing job. Yeah, and then he's like, yeah, thank you.
None of you thanked me for my moral support.
If you remember, once again, if you remember the last OCM last year. Yeah.
So how does it feel to waking up and knowing that, like, suppose you like writing, now you're part of the Writers Up, you like acting, you're part of Rang, you like debating, you're part of the DepSoc. So like everything that you really like doing, you're actually doing it in college. You're actually living the dream. You like what you do, and every day it's like new energy with everything. So how does it feel? How does it make you feel every day?
I'll tell you what, I really get this a lot from people. They just say that you get to do a lot of the stuff that a lot of other people don't get to do because you've established yourself in a way that you're really comfortable in these committees and all of that. But to be honest, they don't know how much of pain goes behind it. I think even you could relate to it. It's like it just gets tedious after a point. But the fact is, it gets tedious after a point.
Yeah.
And considering the fact that we have classes till 6 in the evening, and it does get tedious after a point. But then the thing is, the very fact that you love it,
It's
the
worth
very
it.
fact that you cherish it after a point, I guess you can appreciate it.
It's worth it.
Exactly, it's totally worth it. It's worth the pain. It's worth the slogging of asses that you do all these days.
All day.
And yes, all day, man, all day. And then,
All day.
and you know, now that I kind of have a picture as to how it's going to be when we go back to the college, post COVID-19.
And
Hey, but one thing that's never going to change is dinner time, okay? I don't care how busy you guys are, dinner time's with me.
Okay.
no.
Again, for people who are watching this podcast, it's just me and Deepesh who are regular with the dinner.
9 p.m.
Roshan
yeah,
hardly
nice.
joins.
Roshan comes, Roshan joins the mess, Roshan sits down, Roshan is like, hey guys. Then we are like, hey Roshan, how are you? He's like, nothing man, I have to go for band practice, bye. Then he just goes.
Yeah, well, there's no more band practice now, right?
And when there is no band practice,
see.
I have to just talk to Shreya, I'll go. And then he goes.
I don't talk to her during dinner time. Hell no.
You
We
don't?
got a different
you
time.
do.
We got
do. Come on.
He makes us
You
talk to
have-
Shreya during dinner time. यहाँ पे अंडा
was
करी और
once.
शेजवान राइस बैठा है and he's making us talk to Shreya during dinner time.
that was
is
one time. That was one time. You can't hold me down on one
The
time.
only one rule about the dinner table is that there are no girls on the dinner table. No girls discussed
Exactly.
on the dinner table. That is the only rule.
It's
We
just
discuss
guys.
us. We discuss our work. We discuss what we do throughout the day. We discuss
I was
movies
not
and
aware
TV
of this rule.
Don't get to do this band practice every day. Something that you love.
Isn't it exhausting that you are after you're like in the class till like 4 and then you're in Rang acting and then you're singing also and then in the night also you have your band practice. So your throat goes like, ugh.
To be fair, singing and acting is more like a stress buster than like an extra load for me. So any time of the day, even if I'm tired, if someone says, let's sing, I'd be like, sure, I'm down for it. Because that's the way I like reduce my stress. Even if I'm really busy in classes, I like calm myself down by singing a certain song. So for me, band practice and rung audition, like rung meetings and acting and all that was never a big stress for me. It was more like, that's the way to calm me down. So basically throughout the day, I'm just calm. I never have a problem. So I just loved it.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Deepesh, how do you feel? How do you feel? That you get to do everything that you love?
it's satisfying, but I like after all this time, because see, I have been a part of a lot of committees in like college events that have required days work. For example, when I was in Ambiora in my first year, I was in the logistics committee, and then our work hours were from 7 a.m. to like 10 p.m. So I was waking up on a Sunday at 6 a.m. and the day before that on Saturday was also Ambiora. So I had slept at like 1 or 2 p.m. 1 or 2 a.m. because I was working for Ambiora. And then after 4 hours of sleep, you wake up at 6 a.m. again. You just try and get a shower, you try and get breakfast, and from 7 a.m. you're back at work. And then you slog till 10 p.m. because you're in the logistics committee. You always have to be there. But in the end of the day, now that I've realized that I'm at a position where I get how much hard work it takes to reach where I am right now, is satisfying. Because I love public speaking. I go and take Unicom sessions. I have people who have the same passion to learn public speaking that I am teaching them. And it feels great. And then you work for NM1, an event in which you gave everything. Because last year in NM1, I was a part of the Logi team again. And I was standing for the 2 days of committee time for 8 hours each day. And that is something that
you were in my
I was in Ishwar's committee. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., I was standing all day, every day. That was all. And when the lunch
that was really commendable. That was commendable.
And that was something, no, not only commendable, it just gives you satisfaction after a whole day of work that, yeah, hold it off. And now when I'm at a position where I am the director general and I have what I wanted. There are only 2 things that I wanted from third year. One was the secretariat, one was the Ambiora Logistics, a convener. Because Ambiora Logistics was my first committee, then I become the convener of Ambiora Logistics, and then end college events after all in Shirpur campus. It feels very satisfying to do something that you really enjoy. Feels like it's all worth it in the end of the day, those slogging hours, those hard work, and it feels like everything is worth it. So yeah.
And I can say you guys do a good job because I'm the one enjoying it in the end while you guys work.
Not
No,
exactly.
man, not exactly.
Not exactly.
You work harder than us sometimes.
True.
No, like
Yeah.
I think you guys do a really good job with all the committees and all that, especially in Keep It Ambiora and Enaman, because I'm not in any committee, so I don't know what goes on backstage, but every event always comes out perfectly, and I always end up enjoying every event, be it Ambiora or Enaman.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, it's the entire team, and you work harder than us sometimes. Like performing arts is probably something which is very hard. You have to practice for hours on end and stuff like that.
That's something we love to do, so it's more like a enjoyment for us.
Yeah,
As long as we get a stage to do it, it's amazing.
Yeah, that is very true.
Teamwork.
So I believe now that we have discussed a whole lot of things, we should kind of end this podcast right here. We're gonna talk about a lot of things in the next podcast. So if anyone who's watching this has any topic ideas or wants to be a part of this podcast to discuss something or anything, you can contact us on our Instagrams. Our Instagrams will be mentioned in the description below. You can talk to us regarding that. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you all next time. Bye guys.
See ya.
Bye. See you.